In this session, we'll take a look at Celpip writing task 2, responding to survey questions. Here we need to write 150 to 200 words. Let's take a look at the example question. You are employed by a large restaurant chain. Your line manager has written to you to ask your opinion on plans for the yearly staff trip in the coming winter. There are two options to choose from, and your manager would like feedback on which you think is best. There are two options here. A, take all the employees to a local restaurant with a small charge to each employee. Or B, have a potluck dinner at the office where everyone brings a dish that they bought or prepared. We're going to choose the potluck option for the model answer. There's no right answer of which option to choose. What's potluck, you may ask? Well, I think you can tell from the question. It's a dinner where everyone brings their own dish. On to the planning stage. Normally, you should try to choose quickly. You should pick the option that's easiest for you to write about. You need at least two benefits of the option you choose. Alternatively, you can add the drawbacks of the other option. Here we've chosen more variety and team building. Now we're going to take a look at the structure. We're going to recommend a 4-paragraph structure. There are other ways you can do this, but it's good to follow a set model so you can save planning time in the real text. There's no need to write a greeting for Celpip writing task 2. The introductory paragraph should include which option you choose and mention that there are also advantages to the other option. You can see we've highlighted some useful phrases and linkers or discourse markers. While I do see the benefit of having the meal at a local restaurant this year, I believe the potluck option is a better choice because there will be more variety and it will help to build a sense of community. Notice that we mention our two main arguments. We can expand upon these in the following 2 paragraphs. We should mention them in the same order as we mention them in the introduction. So we can start off with more variety. In paragraphs 2 and 3, we're going to use the PEX method. This is to make sure we get full marks for fully developing our answer. First of all, present. We state the first argument in a general way. Next, we extend. This means explaining in more detail or giving the consequences or results of this benefit. Lastly, support. Here we give examples or further reasons to support our choice. As a multicultural team with people from all age groups, bringing our own dishes would be an excellent way to ensure that there's something for everyone. In this way, people would get the chance to try new things and could always fall back on their own dish if they aren't feeling adventurous. For example, I would love to try some home-cooked Canadian dishes, and some of the staff would be intrigued to taste the food from my region. Moving on to paragraph 3, our second benefit. Here we follow exactly the same PES strategy. Here we're going to be looking at the team building argument. In addition, the idea that everyone contributes something is great for team building. In other words, the act of sharing what we've created and discussing the different dishes and cuisines helps to build relationships and trust. For instance, everyone has a responsibility to bring something to the table, and this strengthens the community spirit, as we will all be relying on each other. Finally, on to paragraph 4. In this one, we need to write a 1 to 2 sentence summary of our views and arguments. Then close with a polite sentence expressing our hopes about the choice to be made. In summary, whilst eating at a restaurant has its own charms, The potluck dinner would strengthen the sense of community and give us all the chance to share our cultures and try something new. Thank you for giving us the chance to get involved in the decision-making process, and I look forward to seeing you at the dinner. Okay, all done. Let's take a look at the full sample. Always remember to check your work. A response with too many small grammatical errors is unlikely to get a good score. Try to practice writing a few of these tasks following this model before you take the real test. That's it for today. Please check our blog for the full explanation.